Recently, I've had a few people ask about pop filters and they want to know, do they need one? And if they do need one, which one to buy. So first off, we're going to talk about why you probably don't need one and why you might need one. Now, if you got a good microphone and you use proper microphone placement and technique, you can sit here all day and go Peter Piper, Peter Piper, Peter Piper, pineapple pizza, Peter Piper, pineapple pizza, and you're probably not hearing any pops whatsoever. That's because I have the microphone a little bit off to the side and the air is going past it and not into it. Now, if you're trying to talk directly into the front of the microphone, you are going to need a pop filter. Or if you're one of those unlucky people who just really somehow has a problem with plosives, I mean, some people, when they say a P, it's just like explosive air pops out of their mouth like you would not believe, and it hits the capsule of the microphone. Or there are some microphones that unfortunately seem to be extremely sensitive to plosives. And even if you have the microphone an arm's length away and you say a P, it's still going to pop for some crazy reason. My guess is that's a microphone with a very cheaply made capsule. There are some horrible microphones out there like that sound great, but they have a major plosive problem. But any decent microphone with proper microphone placement, you will not need a pop filter. But you should actually have one if you're doing any type of professional voice work. So if I'm doing like a voice acting gig, or if I were narrating an audiobook or something, by all means, I would get out the pop filter. It's better to have it and not need it than to do this whole recording and then find out your recording was ruined by plosives. I mean, for my YouTube channel, I do not use a pop filter, but anytime I do a voice acting gig or anything like that, I am getting the pop filter out 100% just to be safe. Even if I don't need it, it's better that I have it there just in case. You don't want to ruin an entire recording and have to retake all these parts because there were these plosives there. Better safe than sorry, and use the pop filter if you're doing any type of professional recordings, or if you have one of those horrible microphones that has a major problem with plosives, or if you're one of those people when you say a P, the air pops out of your mouth at 10 billion miles per hour. I don't understand it, but that's what happens with some people. Now, another thing is you can actually learn to say your P's without as much air coming out of your mouth. So if you put your hand in front of your face and you say Peter, 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 you're going to feel the air hitting your hand, and you can actually just kind of say that over and over and try and kind of say your P's a little differently. And eventually you're going to notice you won't feel any air or very little air. If you practice enough, you won't feel that air hitting your hand, meaning you're probably not going to have any major plosives. I mean, some people say Peter and some people go Peter. So right there was an explosive one, and I think we just had a plosive right there. So if you're one of those people who for some reason just force those P's out like crazy, yes, you are going to need a pop filter. If you have a crappy microphone that's extremely prone to plosives, you are going to need a pop filter. And if you're doing any type of professional recording where there can't be any mistakes or flaws, I would definitely use a pop filter. This little Pro AR or Pro, I'm not really sure if it's Pro or Pro AR, but these are 20 bucks on Amazon. I mean, this is really just fish filter, but these are some of the best pop filters I've ever used. They work extremely well, and they're only about 20 bucks. I'll put a link in the video's description where to get this. Or if you want like a really nice pop filter, Stedman makes a great pop filter. They're around 100 bucks. Those things are awesome, but 20 bucks right here for this thing, you can't beat it. I'll put a link to this and the Stedman. In my opinion, those are the two best pop filters you can get. But for 20 bucks, I would go with this. You don't need the Stedman. This is more than good enough. But if you don't like the way this looks, then you might want to spend the extra money on the Stedman. So yeah, you probably don't need a pop filter with most microphones if you use good microphone placement and technique, but I think you should definitely have one just in case you need it or when you need it, because there may be a time when you're like, hey, I need to do a very professional recording. I can't have any mistakes. I might as well bring out the pop filter. So again, check out the video's description or the pinned comment. There will be some links to some good pop filters in there, and you probably don't need one, but you definitely should have one. Unless your microphone sucks or you're one of those crazy people who have the air come out of your mouth at 1,000,000 miles per hour. I mean, all a plosive is the air hitting the microphone capsule. So if you can make the air go past it with most microphones, if you're not a crazy pee person, whatever that means, if you're not a crazy pee person, then yeah, you won't need one, but you should definitely have one. All right, thanks for watching Lightning Out. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video.